3, or is that weird?
Um, yeah, sure.
Okay. Welcome back to the Christiane Blah Blah Show
With
with
Saffie.
yes,
Yeah.
and Saffie brought a beautiful drink.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
want? I didn't know what this was.
Oh,
So
I made you a white wine spritzer because I didn't want to get too drunk.
am I the only one that doesn't know what a white
I
wine
think
spritzer
you're
is?
at least the only like white woman who doesn't know what it is.
Is
It's a
this
bit,
like a
it's a white.
Anglo-Saxon thing?
This is Anglo as
Okay.
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Chin chin.
salud.
I think it's delightful. Honestly,
Ooh. Okay.
I know, right?
It's light,
It's light.
fresh, crisp.
Yeah, crisp.
I would say crisp. Crispy. I feel like this drink is something that you drink. It's summer, really hot outside. You might like vomit a little bit
Yep.
because you had way too many.
Yeah.
But then you're going to the club.
You go into the club. Yeah, yeah. Puke and rally.
Okay, okay,
Absolutely.
okay. I'm down.
Absolutely.
It is like a Wednesday evening.
It sure is. Hump day.
So we can still do that?
Oh, we can do whatever we want. Like
Also-
free will doesn't like turn on and off.
Okay.
I fear.
I
Yeah.
also there's 2 aesthetic differences today.
Oh,
One
yes.
being your hair and 2 being my glasses.
Yes.
Please talk about your hair.
Okay. I was going for Indigenous Princess. No, I once a year, and it might be more than once a year, but I say once a year. I straighten my hair to see how long it is.
Nice.
Because even though I just have been growing it out for like a few years, I had
Yeah.
long hair back in the day.
Beautiful.
According to the lore. And so my hair is like really pretty curly. And
Yeah.
so like every now and then I need to feel the
Yeah.
full length.
Yeah.
And like also the curls like have a tendency to like kind of move as a unit. And sometimes I want it to
Ah.
feel like it flows in the wind.
I feel like you got it today.
Thank you so much.
You got it. It's
yeah.
so long,
It
so
took
luscious.
so much oil for it to be this soft because
Really?
it was like coarse like horse mane at first when I straightened it.
Nice. Horse girl.
Horse girl.
That's you.
I was a horse girl for a second.
You like horses.
I love horses.
Listen, I like them, but they are terrifying.
Oh, they're horrifying. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
huge and they could just decide to kill you and then do
Yeah,
it.
I don't love that.
No.
I like animals that I know I could like overtake, which is a very man thing for me to say,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
It's my masculine energy. that
Look,
I've-
we all have it and that's okay.
yeah. I just like listen, I do my favorite animal is a cow. So like
Oh.
obviously a cow would like
La vaca, moo.
vaca would like kill me. I know that for sure, but like the intention isn't there with a horse. The
Yeah.
intention's there.
Cows are like land manatees. Actually, that's why they call them sea cows, the manatees. You know?
I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that 100%.
But cows are so nice, actually.
So gentle and kind
Yeah.
and like a little skittish. That's
They're like
literally
large
me.
dogs,
Yeah.
honestly. Because if
Yeah.
they like grow up young, I never, unfortunately, in my cattle raising days, never
Mm.
had like a young cow that grew up
Aw.
with me. So like I didn't get like affection from cows, but I've
Aw.
seen it
Mhm.
on internets. But yeah, they're basically just like big dogs, and they're delicious. Also,
I don't eat my friends.
I
don't
do.
do that.
I do. I was
But that's
vegetarian
okay.
for a long time.
That's okay. For me, I'm like I would spiral if I ever
Mhm.
eat a cow ever again,
Yeah.
and like that's just me. Not everyone has my mental illness. It's fine.
Mental illness.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're good.
Well, I think like I grew up like really, really young. I witnessed my dad's adopted mom whip the head off of a chicken with her bare hands.
Which like
And
I hope she was eating it and
Of
not
course.
just doing that for fun.
no. Yeah, she wasn't a sociopath. She was a
Yeah.
really good woman. Shout
And
out
that's-
Patricia, R.I.P. I love you.
Patricia, girl,
Patricia!
you're amazing.
Yeah, she honestly was. But yeah, I witnessed that at a very young age, and so it's always been, especially as like a soft baby, it's always been a sort of thing where like I love animals, but
Yeah.
also don't necessarily have that much of a problem with like the killing and eating.
Well, I think if you're like okay with killing the animal, it's
Yeah.
like totally fine.
Yeah.
Which is why there's like a big. Now that I'm eating fish, I'm like I need to go fishing and like snap a fish in half or
Mhm.
something.
I haven't been
Because
fishing in a long
I
time.
do think it's like a little hypocritical if you're eating an animal and you can't kill it.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, there's so many things that we do in our society that like we're not responsible for, like in a hands-on way.
True, but
like
that's a big
other
one.
than it is a big one for sure. But like I mean, like plenty of people are really comfortable consuming. Not saying you, because I know that you and I like to thrift and vintage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
of
like the fast
course,
fashion thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
like
Learn how to sew, bitch.
No, I don't want to.
I do.
It looks
I was
hard.
driving today just because I do that.
Yeah.
And there was Vigo.
The
I hope
hell?
you didn't hear that.
It was like thunder, but it was just
Thunder
a little
and
baby
lightning.
dog.
My dog's inside. But I was driving and there was like a sewing workshop store. I almost stopped and signed up.
Yeah.
I would love to know how to sew. I already know how to knit and crochet. Sewing is
Love
next.
it. Yeah. I used to knit in college.
It's
like
so nice.
I know. It was nice. I didn't really get very skilled, but I would knit while I was like in tech for shows.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I made many a scarf. But wait, to go back, so I talked about my aesthetic. I would like for you to do the same because this jacket is very strong.
This jacket I got at the thrift.
Of course. Bien sûr.
It reminds me of like a hostess in 1983 at like a swanky bar.
You're so right, actually.
Like,
yeah.
Party of two?
Yeah.
You know?
But do you think like just a bustier underneath?
I think it should be nude.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Titties.
then just like just the middle button.
Uh-huh.
And then it's like clivage.
Clivage.
Yeah. But the other aesthetic is glasses because I wanted to match.
Yes.
Saffie.
Yeah. Yeah, I love these glasses because the reason that I got these particular frames.
Are they visual?
They're visual. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can't fucking
That's not
see.
what they're called. It's prescription.
That's what it is. The reason I got these was because I famously am aging. I'm getting older every day, it turns out.
I mean, it's alleged.
I just figured it out. I just heard about that recently. And so I'm getting older every day, and then I have always recognized this thing about like famous actors. When they get to a certain age, they don these like thick framed glasses.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Now wisdom is upon.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not very old. I'm only 34. But
44?
34. Oh. God damn it.
73?
Asshole. I would look great for 73, honestly.
But sometimes
touch the skin.
There should be a new like wave of people lying about their age. It should actually be, instead of saying you're younger, just be like, I'm actually 100.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm like literally like, I was born in 1899. So
I'm actually a vampire.
Look at the skin.
Look at it.
You know?
Yeah, smooth. Honestly, a point of pride for me is my hands. I think I have very young hands.
You do have nice hands.
Like, I don't think that my hands look like they're in their 30s.
They look no.
You know?
No.
Like,
actually, but what's like the threshold? Like
the knuckles start to go and the skin becomes crepey. It's my worst nightmare. I put all of my face stuff on my hands.
Me likewise, because I'm like,
We're
I'm
so
doing like
smart.
And I'm like, I look like one of those the sewer rats that are like cleaning their little bits and stuff.
Absolutely.
It's like you have to do this, your neck, and your
décolletage.
That's what I put it on right here.
Décolletage. I'm pretty sure that's right.
That sounds pretty right to me.
Décolletage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious if you have any confessions of the week.
The thing is, I think I'm not understanding the assignment because my confessions are just like things that I hate, which I have like a very specific thing that I hate, which is like a confession because, and this is the way that I'm gonna like roll around this issue that I'm having with understanding the rules of the game.
Okay, it's pretty simple.
No, because confession is like, I love secrets, but I almost don't have any secrets. So like that for me is like a confession.
Me either. Everything about me is on the internet already.
Yeah, exactly.
Including so, my bare ass.
I'm not there yet.
My ass went viral on Tumblr like 12 years ago.
Did it really?
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
No, it didn't.
No, it did. Hundreds of thousands.
Can I see it?
Where?
You're like, I want to see the Tumblr post.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
did you screenshot?
It would take me. I mean, it's probably in my iCloud backup somewhere from 3 or 4 to 10 phones ago.
That should be on your Wikipedia.
Do I have one of those? I don't think that I do.
I don't know. I've been thinking about like making my own.
I don't think that I'm important enough yet.
No,
to have a.
I don't give a shit. I'm ready to do it right now.
Yeah.
Christiane
Let's do each other's.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
And then an episode can be like you reading my page and likewise. Okay, I can do
No one can fact check that, honestly.
No, just as long as you say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Christiane Scott is so famous and beautiful.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly had a lesbian encounter in college.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, I'm
okay,
not
but
that
back
cool.
to your complaint slash
Okay,
confession.
well, the confession is like it's niche.
Okay.
Okay, and I
mean, I love that.
I think it's a confession because I don't think a lot of people are talking about it.
Okay, I love it even more.
But it's the fact that, you know, like when celebrities, listen, I love and I hate them at the same time.
Yeah.
But you know when they try to be relatable and they're like and this is in the same like category of like when COVID was happening and they did the fucking sing. What did they do? The Beatles,
they did the
Imagine.
John Legend. Oh my God. John Lennon.
Legend. It was Legend. It was John Legend.
It was Legend.
But it's like in that they're like, oh,
imagine
look,
all the people.
And it's like, oh, shut up. But it's the same thing where they're like trying to be relatable and they're all on like Zoom meetings and they post that shit on Instagram and it's them being like, can you hear me? Hi, Jennifer Aniston. How are you doing? And it's like,
hello, fellow millionaire.
Pisses me off.
Yeah.
To like a degree that I want to throw my phone actually across the room.
Yeah, at someone.
Why do they do that?
Because they're so out of touch. And do you know what was the most disappointing thing about that specific instance was that Kristen Wiig was involved. And I love her. I love her.
I don't know. Well, I love her, but she's in that sphere.
She's got mixed in now, and it's really sad. And I think her and Tina Fey both are like lost in the sauce now, which is really a shame. Like no shade, but I listened to Tina Fey's episode on Las Culturistas, not to advertise another podcast,
Don't listen to them.
Don't. I mean, well,
they suck.
We love Bo and Yang though.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we do. Of course, we love Bo and Yang.
Which one?
On SNL. Bo and Yang, you don't do on SNL.
I do. Which one?
Bo and Yang is like the first Asian cast member of SNL.
The Asian one. Just kidding. No, he's funny.
Capital
funny.
T.
He's funny.
He's very funny.
Yeah.
But so Tina Fey was on his podcast with Matt Rogers, and she just was like very hoity-toity for to be the person who made 30 Rock. Did you watch that?
No.
Okay. Well, 30 Rock was like silly, goofy, like joke after joke after joke.
Okay.
After joke. Like every line is a joke. Goofy ass show that I used to love and now kind of have fallen out of love with.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just, it had its day. But yeah, she's become so like kind of hoity-toity. And I'm like.
Do you think that's with age?
I think it's with money.
Age issue?
I think it's with money. Yeah.
I was never a huge Tina Fey girl, I will say.
Yeah, I think that I was in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what didn't do it for you, or was there a specific?
I
thing
just
that turned
like
you
I
off
wasn't
of her?
plugged in. I never watched 30 Rock.
I see.
I was like, oh, she's funny, I guess. Maybe I don't know.
Do you hate women or like what?
Sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes women, I'm just like, get a grip, girl. Women, I will say, we need to like, not to make this like a like a political statement right now.
Okay, go.
But like, we really need to like stop fucking fighting.
Oh my God,
like,
especially
women.
each other.
I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Are you on my team or not, dude?
Yeah.
Like, do you understand that there's like a group of men out there that want us dead? Are you on my team or not? It really pissed me off.
No, I absolutely get
bitch.
it. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Remember last week I said I'm sick of gays read the internet.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's for the same things. Like
Yeah.
I literally got into a altercation on TikTok earlier today.
Oh Jesus.
With a fellow gay, and I'm like, because what I said was like, I was like, look, I like to report the news sometimes because like people, we often miss stuff, right? So like it's important. It's important for me to my gay viewership of like 6 people, you know.
6 is a lot. 6 is a lot.
To be like, hey, by the way, several states are attempting to appeal the Supreme Court to overturn the gay marriage trial, which is Obergefell v. Hodges.
Yeah.
And so that's what I said. I was like, look, it should be like, first of all, these state resolutions don't hold any water. They have no lead in their ass whatsoever. Yeah. And I get that, but it is February of the first year of a new presidency, and like, as we all should know, you don't vote for the president, you vote for the conditions under which states and other levels of government organize under, you know? And so I was just trying to say that, like literally those 2 points. I was like, this is already happening. It's month 2 of 4 years, you know? And also, it's important to understand that the president may not be gunning for this as well.
Yeah.
But like that's not what it's about. It's about the traction that it's already getting so early on.
Yeah.
And so that's what I said, right? And this person was like, it's almost as if there have been attacks on gay marriage ever since it became legalized.
I mean, no shit.
Yeah,
number
no
one,
shit.
but number two, what? Like,
Butthole.
why are we talking about that? Like, we need to talk about what's happening right now.
Yeah, well, also that's a yes and moment. It's not a no but. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like that you're commenting on momentum. You're commenting on the fact that this movement has weight behind it.
Yeah.
Like what, girl? Also, like, stop fighting me. We're on the same side.
It's also scary that, of course, you're going to be talking about it because there is momentum in the negative of like different states wanting to appeal, and also it being a majority conservative in like every aspect of government right now. So that's scary.
Yeah.
That's just a scary
It
thing
is
to
scary,
happen.
yeah. And I mean, like, I even get that kind of feedback from my friends too of like, well, this doesn't really hold any weight, so why are you stressed out? And I'm like, because that's traction. Like you're just like you're throwing salt on the ice so that someone can walk over
I mean,
it. You know what I mean?
I hope they weren't saying that when Roe v. Wade was turned over, and like now it's like, oh, you can still get an abortion, but like you have to go to fucking California or like what?
It's a
I'm like,
similar kind of
to
rhetoric.
understand that that's scary, and that's
Yeah.
like the seed has been planted
Yeah,
for gay
literally.
rights. Like,
Sorry.
see, well, sometimes
Levity.
you can like take the seed out and say not a good
say-
seed, and say not good,
Flick it like a
and
booger.
we should be able to do that
Yeah.
for us.
No,
too.
absolutely. Or also like it's not a problem yet, and I'm like, yeah, but to not anticipate sounds really
I'm
fucking
sorry,
dumb.
that is such a horrible mentality to have. It's not a
Absolutely.
problem yet.
Yeah.
That's why we are where we are. The world is burning.
Precisely.
Everyone hates each other.
Yeah.
Red pill bullshit.
Ugh.
Like no one gives a shit about community at all. The
Yeah.
individualism in this country is disgusting.
I know.
Like even like I went to the fucking thrift store today, and I was like, everyone's just like in their own little world.
Mhm.
Like no one wants to chit chat. No one gives a fuck. Everyone's just like, I'm doing me. You go. Like I feel like every time I go out, everyone's just like, fuck you.
Oh, absolutely.
I hate it. I'm
No,
like, dude,
you're so right.
say hi, say this.
But I have a positive, which is that I go to HEB like every other day
Yeah.
because I don't buy big set of groceries because who has the money? I just get things
I
for
do
like
that and then cry.
Yes.
And then pretend that I didn't spend $200.
No,
at the
literally, or
grocery
more.
store. Yeah.
Or more, yeah. No, I went to HEB last night, whatever, recently. And I was in the self-checkout, which is just like the center of my anxiety. Like I don't like self-checkout.
Why do you do self-checkout?
Because every other line was literally like down the aisles.
I don't care. I'll wait. I'll read a book.
I couldn't. I needed to
I'll
get out of
whistle.
there. It was really crowded, and like like when I go in there, I have to put armor on because it's always such a
Yeah.
negative experience. So I was in the self-checkout. I notoriously will load one bag full of every unbreakable thing.
Good.
And it's heavy.
Yeah.
And a woman in the thing next to me was like watching me like struggle with this bag.
Yeah.
And she said, I do the same thing, try to shove everything in one bag. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying. I'm like trying to make it convenient. And I said, have a good night. She said, you too, baby. And I was like,
that's so nice. I was like, fine, I'll come over and have a roast dinner with you.
Exactly.
Fine.
Okay, you're
What's
my
the
aunt
address?
now. I love you. Can I have a hug?
That's
it literally like
amazing.
brought it, and it was such a minimal like interaction.
Yeah.
It was one sentence, but I
Yeah.
was just like,
I'll hold your hand walking out of
really
HEB.
nice. Like,
Fine.
it was so sweet, and maybe like I don't know, maybe it's because of what you're talking about. Like everything feels just so separate and individual, and so when someone is really nice to you, it just like single tear to the eye.
It makes it special. It makes life special. That you're like, wow,
I know.
you're a person and I'm a person, and we both came to get groceries because we're gonna cook because we have to survive.
Because we have families and we have love in our lives.
Want a kiss?
Yeah. Well, I do have a confessions corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear it.
Let's just switch it up. I was constipated for like 3 days last week.
Don't even tell me about it.
It sucked. I'm going to tell you about it.
Question before you tell me your story.
Go for it.
What makes you constipated? Because I get constipated a lot.
Yeah.
But
it's a mystery.
it's
like,
just random?
No, because like literally my diet is impeccable right now.
Okay.
Like I got on, shout out Wellbutrin. I'm on Wellbutrin. I don't crave like unhealthy food. I eat like whole foods for every single meal.
Wellbutrin is antidepressant.
It is, yeah. But it's done
okay.
in SSRI. It's like a dopamine and norepinephrine like uptake inhibitor.
SNRI?
Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Either way, it like is. I just don't crave unhealthy stuff. Like I'm not
Well,
like
lucky
I'm not like
you.
indulging
You don't
in.
wake up at 1 a.m. and you're like, rats, I need a chocolate chip cookie.
No,
That's
I mean
me.
like I literally like don't even snack anymore. And so this is not a flex. It's just like what's happening for me. You know,
Wow.
it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like I have a hot Cheeto that makes sense.
Yeah.
That would give me acid reflux.
Yeah.
It's yeah. But then it's like I have like salad and a chicken breast, and then I
And you
also get
still
acid
get that.
reflux.
That's
But it's
crazy.
like not every time. So
Do you think
and
you're
the
a
constipation thing is the
diseased?
same, probably. But I can't deal with another diagnosis.
Check with your doctor. That's
No, I have two mental health diagnoses, and then I have one chronic illness, and
we
I'm
got
like,
maybe at a
that's enough.
fourth. Four
No,
is awesome.
no, I like odd numbers. No,
Me too.
I'm not interested in another diagnosis.
But if
I'm
it's your
not
GI tract,
I mean, I'm not
that's
dead yet.
worrisome. That is worrisome.
I mean, whatever, it's fine.
Like I was also constipated, but it's because I was on airplanes and that constipates
Ah,
the shit out of me.
tell me okay, so I'm done talking about being constipated. It was terrible. I was bloated, but I want to hear about
The
Montana.
constipation that I get after being on an airplane is and I thought first I was like, okay, like maybe like traveling with my boyfriend, I'm like, "Ooh, it's because I don't poop." It's not that.
Yeah.
It's anytime I can solo travel, travel
Yeah.
with my mom, anything. Dude, it's like 5 days without
Oh my
anything.
God.
This time I
Do you get
got
like a
two
little pregnant
days.
belly?
Girl,
Because I
it's
do.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, of course, they're like, it has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It's not going out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, let me eat like lettuce or whatever, and only
Yeah.
like, let's see if
By
that
like
works.
the
It
handful.
did kind of work this time,
Okay.
which on day 2, I had a BM. There was a
Nice.
little BM.
Day two is not bad.
Day 2's not bad. The last time I traveled, it was 5 days.
Jesus
Which was like
Christ.
I don't know how my little body did that. I was like, girl, that's great. That's crazy.
That's literally
Now I
crazy.
understand how like I could maybe hold a baby, like an actual human baby. I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah. I've been full of shit before. I
But
can get
but
pregnant.
constipation, I'm trying not to because I always travel with a laxative.
Oh, we talked about the Dulcolax.
Dulcolax makes
Dulcolax.
things move, but the thing with I don't like about el dulco is that it make it do diarrhea.
Oh, for
It's
sure, for
not
sure.
even
It
just
just
like
liquefies it.
I know, but then your tummy hurts.
This is a gross conversation. Let's talk about something else.
I don't care. I think
The
the
viewers
people
don't
need to
want
know.
shit.
They do want it.
In our brief break, you mentioned that you would like to teach me something pop culture wise that you thought I knew about, but
I thought everyone knew.
no, I know almost nothing.
I thought all the chronically onlines knew about Hilaria BALDWIN.
No, I'm just rewatching my own videos.
Okay. We'll take a break.
Okay.
And like in your little 5-minute breaks,
Mhm.
just look up the lore of Hilary Baldwin.
Okay.
So basically, I can't believe. Okay, Hilary grew up in Boston,
Okay.
and she married Alec Baldwin, and she lied saying that she was Spanish,
Okay. Like Spain Spanish.
Spain
Okay.
Spanish, and she like when she speaks English, she goes like, "Hi, my name is Hilaria, and I love to like go to yoga," and it's like this like very like thin accent veiled, and
Yeah.
everyone's like foreign bitch, like we
Right,
know
right,
you're
right,
like
right.
not Americana.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like, yeah, that's she grew up in Spain and then came to the States to like marry Alec Baldwin. That was
Okay.
that was her dream.
Okay.
She would like bullet
I
journal.
get it.
Alec.
Well, no, just rich man.
Oh,
Rich man with fame.
understandable, but like Alec, not for me.
No, no,
But
no.
bueno, she marries him, and like 5 years ago, maybe it came out that like everyone from her high school was like, "Girl, like you're from Boston, like."
Oh, she was from Boston.
Yeah, she's just like a Bostonian who loves Spanish culture.
For what?
I mean, beats me, but like she loves
Flamenco.
it. Exactly. Paella.
Oh, I don't like paella.
I do.
You do?
I do. A good seafood
Ugh.
paella.
I think I don't like seafoody tastes. I don't like it so much.
It's okay.
But I respect paella.
It's so delicious.
Yeah.
But
And flamenco. I took flamenco classes
me
also.
too, but
You did?
as una peque.
Clackety clack 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 clack.
Clackety clack.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the clackety clacks.
A lot of
Yeah, the
yeah.
hands. The
Yeah, yeah,
hands.
yeah.
But anyways, she was ousted by like some people from her high school.
Oh my god.
And
It's so
it was like
embarrassing.
a whole thing that she was like, I consider myself Spanish, even though like I would like
Not Rachel
And
Dolezal.
yes, she has whatever mental illness she has.
Eunice.
It's like I don't know, but her name is Hilary.
Yeah.
And she changed it to
Hilaria.
Hilaria to be more Spanish.
Yeah.
And like, so they got a new show. They got like the new, it's like reality TV
Oh,
show.
really?
Insane.
Is it current?
Current.
Oh.
And I think they have 9 children together, by the way.
9?
9. It might be
Okay,
8 or 9.
Elon.
Yeah.
What the
They're
fuck?
probably like do like dinner dates together or something.
Ugh.
But there was a clip circulating of like, it was Hilary and Alec. Dude, Alec's like he's a grandpa old man.
Yeah.
Like he's an old man.
He's old now. I also sat across from him at a Fashion Week show one time.
Cute.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. That's love. I mean, listen. He seems like an asshole to me.
Yeah, the wrinkles on his forehead are as deep as the Grand Canyon.
And I love that because he's an old man.
He's an old man. It's not gonna happen to me.
I'm okay with those.
I'm not.
Yeah, maybe forehead. No, actually.
Forehead.
I'm okay with eyes.
Eyes.
All the eyes stuff.
Because because I'm full of light and love, and I smile so much.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So who cares about those? But the forehead, no.
We're gonna tape.
No.
Dude, tape. Okay, Britney Spears.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, right.
Wait, what the fuck? That's good.
I'm going to karaoke later, so I'm like preparing.
I want to go to karaoke.
You can come if you want.
No, I'm feeling quite down today.
I want to go to karaoke. You can come. No.
I didn't like. It's like on my bucket list of things to do. But today doesn't.
Have you never?
No, I've gone like
a
handful of times.
Okay.
Not very many times, but I have. And I feel it's electric.
Oh, it's electric.
An electric experience.
Absolutely.
But today's just like off. Do you not feel off? Is it just me?
No, I had therapy today, so I'm feeling pretty on.
I need to get
I'm feeling
up
like
on that
affirmed and strong.
Is that why you straighten your hair?
No, I straightened my hair because I wanted to see it. I just like 60 to 99% of my personality is in my hair.
Likewise.
Yeah, and so I just straightened it because I wanted to feel beautiful and pretty and gorgeous and perfect like I am currently.
You are, yeah. But sometimes it's nice when it's like visually also.
Exactly, when the outside matches the in.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I'm really feeling myself and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like,
yeah.
That's not me.
But also a flex to be feeling yourself and not looking very good.
Do you sometimes believe that your body is not you? That happens to me.
Welcome to the trans experience.
But you know what I mean? Like it's like you look in the mirror and you're like, I am not that thing.
Sometimes, yeah. I was meant to be like really, really tall, but like
not even just that. I'm just like my essence. That's not it. I'm not explaining myself correctly.
No, I'm not getting what you're saying because it sounds physical, but I get the sense that you mean something else.
It's not physical. It's like almost like this is not real and I am like a thing, but also not a thing.
I see.
And also like death will happen, but like what will happen?
I know. I'm curious to find out.
I'm not curious. I wouldn't say curious.
No, I'm very curious. I want to know. Like
there's no way it's just like darkness and death.
No, I don't think so because there's too much cool shit that happens in the world on like so many levels, and there's also like there's so much shit that I don't understand that other humans do, like quantum physics and like all that shit that I just will never even look into. But beyond that, there's like stuff that like there's like new math happening.
Of course, yeah.
There's like new math, which is like
we know
crazy.
Like 1% of, and that's being generous, if anything.
Yeah.
Like we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So like there has to be something else. And I, for one, am curious. I used to get really, so first of all, I used to be like stoned for like 5 entire years straight, just like morning to night,
That's
right?
Impressive.
And I would no, it's not. It was, I don't think that I did a single thing during that time except for eat. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Identity crises are a bitch. This is when I quit ballet. I quit ballet professionally, and I didn't know who I was without it. So I just got really stoned for a long time.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I don't remember the end of my 20s. Yeah, I don't really remember a lot of that.
It's boring anyway. As a 29-year-old, I'm like, ugh. You're kind of like waiting to be 30.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, I'm just kind of like waiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no real point.
Felt really cool. But yeah, no. So I was stoned for a really long time, and when I got stoned, I would have this moment of anxiety when I was like, one day I'm gonna die. And
It
like
happens to me like
and like
daily.
this like my heart would drop into my asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'd be like, fuck, 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 fuck. I don't want to do that. And then think about like the possibility of like I might feel myself dying if I'm like conscious. What if I'm conscious
Really?
when I'm dying? That's crazy. But now I'm like of course I'll probably have fear because biology, but also like
Yeah.
now I'm like more like I'm kind of curious. I think there will be a little tiny mini degree of my brain that's like, "Oh my God, I'm about to see." You know? Or like
Yeah.
I'm about to experience what's next.
But like what another question, existential.
Huh.
Are you or is your like you are your brain. Obviously you're your body because
Sure.
like that's what you were born into. But you are your brain because without your brain, who are you? Or
Well,
your conscience.
yeah. Well, so like they have tried to do studies of like where consciousness exists.
It's in the brain. I'm
Well,
sorry.
that like I understand that thinking, but like there is no way to like actually prove that. So it's a theory, and it's a strong theory.
Makes
But
sense to me.
well, okay, but like so okay, as someone who has like lived their lives like really investigating my body
Yeah.
because of dancing. So there's this sense that you develop as a dancer called like proprioception, which is basically this like this I let me try to like word it eloquently so people think I'm smart. It's like proprioception is basically like your brain existing in your body, like
Okay.
taking your mind's eye to like your fucking pinky toe. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like really moving your consciousness to like the sensations that
I
are
like
happening there.
this.
It's obviously not like you're not moving. Well, I don't know, right? I don't know if you're not moving your consciousness like your thoughts from your brain.
Of
You're not,
course, of
but
course. Yeah,
you
yeah.
are moving all of your mental energy to this one area of your body,
Okay.
which like has nerves in it, which
Yeah.
are part of your nervous system, which is
Yeah.
part of your brain.
Mhm.
So there is an argument that you could make where consciousness exists everywhere in the body
Okay.
because it's all part of the same system.
See, I want to believe it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, you
like,
don't have to. There's no like moral obligation to believe it.
no, but because I don't know. It's just like sometimes I feel, and I think it's like a seasonal thing. But I like right now I'm like, dude, my body is like not me. That's not me. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm me right here. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like in my eye.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
know who I am here and
Yeah.
like my experience. But sometimes I'm like, I feel very detached from my body.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that, I mean, first of all, that's super valid. I think that everyone feels that to a degree at
Yeah.
some point, you know? I think that it's just like this constant negotiation that we have between like aligning with like this sort of like all of the inner workings and like
Yeah.
all of the work that it takes to like create an inner world for yourself,
Yeah.
and then also all of the work that it takes to like create an outer world for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like those things are constantly in flux of like what's taking over and what's in charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's super real.
That is normal. I
Yeah.
feel like it is like a very normal experience to just be
Yeah.
like, okay, like I don't feel myself. I don't feel real.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just like in that space of like, I feel like this is all just like someone's playing a video game
Yeah.
and like I'm in control of my character. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I feel out of control,
Yeah.
but it does feel like it's like someone also just clicks turn off and goes to bed
Uh-huh.
sometimes. And I'm like,
Yeah.
this is like not real. Dude, there's like galaxies out there and like
Which is crazy.
supernovas and like the dinosaurs. Hey, we're here for 200 million years.
Yeah.
Who am I? Oh my, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate knowledge.
No, I
It
know. I
makes me,
literally know
I want to
enough.
just be like a cave woman
Uh,
with a bush,
mm.
li- living in a hut,
Yes,
making like
Kate Bush.
hot chocolate or
Yeah.
something.
They didn't have hot chocolate,
Yeah,
babe.
in the Aztecs had hot chocolate.
Oh,
They
okay,
did.
okay. But they weren't
Maybe
cave
not.
people. They were like pretty
True that.
sophisticated.
True that. So like, sorry, let me
Those are
scrap that.
our people. We need to
Scrap
speak
that.
better of them.
They were with the pyramids.
See?
Hey, pyramid
See?
girls. But like, you know what? Like growing corn and like selling maize. Like I want that.
I
I want to
know.
start a cult.
I know. Sometimes I think, along the lines of what you're saying, I think that I wasn't born in the wrong era because I love modern conveniences so
Me
much.
too.
Like
Flushing toilet, love.
I hate working. I don't like to do stuff. But I do think that if I was born in times before, it's not so much the era as it is the geographical placement.
Yes.
Like, I think that I would thrive in Aztec culture, especially because, like, I'm not a biological woman. And so, like,
Yeah.
I would not be one of the sacrifices. So that would be okay with me.
Rats.
Yeah, so sorry.
Rats.
You just gotta have sex at a young age.
Listen, but you have to understand, like, the sacrifices, I hate this mentality of, like,
Yeah.
oh, they're so savage and stuff. Do you understand that, number one, we had so many gods, and we were, like, in, like, God Goddess's land.
Yeah.
Which is
Which I love and
beautiful.
is beautiful.
Exactly.
I love
So
fantasy.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Sorry, you Euros only had one. Fucking freak losers.
I
Like,
know, and it's a white dude who's not even white.
boring.
Yeah.
But anyway, to be like a sacrificial individual was like an honor.
Yeah.
Was like, oh my God, like our family line, like we're that girl.
We're that girl.
So
I'm gonna die in a volcano, or
like,
how
there
they
were
did it. I
people
don't know
lining
actually
up to
about
be
that.
sacrificed
Yeah.
though. So like I hate that mentality, but
you would have felt different about it in the moment if you were actually there. You would be like,
Of
it's me.
Yeah, I would have been like,
it's me.
I would say
That's your
like
defying gravity moment.
I don't know anything about Wicked.
Oh.
I know that that's a song in Wicked.
Oh, it was too long.
Too fucking long.
It was too long.
Hey, wrap it up, girl.
No, I know. Sean and I saw it with his mom after Christmas, and it was so long. I was so uncomfortable.
I love a musical, but I don't like that style of musical.
I don't like
I like
musicals.
a Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
I like a Phantom of the Opera.
There are acceptable musicals. Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, like these are acceptable because they're like poignant and like beautiful and political.
I look at Wicked and like, no offense, I'm like childish.
Childish.
Is that mean?
No, it's not mean. That's real. I just think that adults like easy stuff.
It's the Disney adults.
It's the Disney adults.
It's like, grow up.
Grow up.
Like Wicked, like if you're 12, like a 12-year-old girl, slay. Do it. Pink green, love it.
Yeah.
Wear
it's very
little...
Hot Topic coded.
Yeah, it is. Oh my God. Hot Topic, but also like limited too.
Yeah.
At the same
if they
time.
had a little merger.
Yeah.
You know, they're probably owned by the same people at this
Probably.
point. You know?
But like I, as a 29-year-old, what business do I have watching Wicked?
I don't know. I saw it for the culture. I saw it for the conversations.
Okay.
I also saw it because Sean's mom wanted to see it, and I adore her.
Okay, that's nice of you.
Yeah,
that's very big of you.
Well, she bought me a PS5, so, dude, I know.
Oh my God, I love her.
I know, she's amazing. She's incredible. His whole family's incredible. I really love all of them, which is crazy. I mean,
good.
As much family shit as I've been through with my own family and being like no communication for like several years. Not now anymore, but like. You know, like my mom doesn't like call or text me, which is like really weird because I'm so cool. Like I don't understand people that don't want to talk to
your
me.
Mom?
I do. I talked to her the other day, but it's just like we talk like once
Rando?
every 3 months. Like it's like once a
And
quarter.
is it you instigating or like
Usually
doing it?
Yeah. Almost always, yeah. So I want to teach you about something since you taught me about something.
Okay.
But I also before that I have a lead-in question, and that question is, what is your drag name? What would your drag name be?
You know, I've never.
Have you never thought of it?
No.
Okay.
I will say in high school, my dearest and only friend, Ivy, was really good. I know she's gorgeous.
I love that name.
I'm jealous of her every day. I wake up, I'm like, I wish I was Ivy.
Shout out.
But she was really good at doing like taking your name and making it something else.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know what that. Anyway, I don't know.
Whatever.
What
Word
that
association.
Sure.
Being smart.
So my name being Christiane Escobar, she made like this little palindrome. Is that what it's called?
Palindrome goes backwards and forwards.
Absolutely, that's not what it is.
Okay.
I was like, oh, can you make Tumblr at the time being very cool? I wanted like a fun Tumblr name, Crusty Aunt Escargot. So I think that would be my drag name.
Crusty Aunt Escargot.
Do you think that?
It's not cunty enough for you, for your persona. Like I just don't think that does it for you. Like,
I can't have another name.
Well, I just think about it.
I love Crusty Aunt Escargot. That's so cute.
It is very cute, but it's giving screen name. Like it's giving like AIM.
It's giving Tumblr.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So mine that I thought of recently. Was Gertha Kit.
That's a good one. I feel like with drag names it has to be a pun.
So a lot of them are, and I think that the most successful ones, like the ones that I really remember, are just like nice to say. But then also there's a comedy one that I think is like gold. I think it's like one of the best drag names I've ever heard, and it's Karen from Finance. I think it's wonderful. Have I seen anything she's ever done? No, not really, but I heard of her once and I've never forgot that name.
Can I just be Christiane?
I suppose.
Or Mrs. Escargot?
I think you're going to need to think about it some more.
No, I like it.
Okay, that's fine. If you like it, I love it.
I think I'm going to be like I won't be successful.
I think that's fine. I don't think either of us are going to have a drag career.
I don't think so at all. But I like thinking about it.
I don't like to wear makeup.
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think like I'm like really good at makeup, and then like I see a photograph, and I'm like, oh, I'm bad.
I know I'm bad
at it.
I'm not good at it. I'm very good at other things though, and I don't feel like I need to be good at
I
this.
want to be really good at like the no makeup look. And I've seen way too many.
Yes.
As someone with adult acne, I'm like I need to get like really good at that. And it just maybe I'm not that girl.
Maybe not, or also like I don't know what products to buy. I need like a coach for like a week.
I know, but I don't want to pay money. Should we go to Sephora together and do one of their like classes?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I go into Sephora like probably once a year for something random.
Same.
And I don't know. Like I look around at the gay boys who work there, and I'm like, I don't want to look like you, and I don't know if I can trust you.
I don't want to look like makeup-ed.
Yeah,
I just want to be like, look at my
I'm just
skin,
aging. Oh, which leads me to what I was going to teach you.
Oh, yes.
Which is this term called twink death.
Okay. Can I tell you what I think it is?
Tell me what you think it is. Yeah.
The only thing I know about twink death is Timothée Chalamet.
Shablagoo.
And Mr. Shubigoo is, I know a twink is like a slender gay.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah. But there's youth where, oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to tell you.
Don't tell me. So youth.
Yes.
Thank you for the,
sorry.
for the tip. So it's like a slender, youthful, like nymph-like boy.
Yeah.
And that twink death, the only thing that I understand is like Leonardo DiCaprio's he went through it. Is that he went through it?
That's the prime example, honestly, because he became lumpy schlumpy.
He became like woogie boogie.
Yeah,
boogie.
and I mean that's a body aged by cocaine. Like that's
is
that's
alcohol, cocaine
fermentation,
party.
Absolutely,
like,
yeah. Like your body doesn't become like that naturally.
He fluffed.
Which
is like a natural fluff is sexy
in a way that absolutely.
Yeah.
When it's soft,
Oof.
I love that.
Me
I
too.
love that. But when you swell and it's hard, I'm concerned.
His face looks like a pancake.
It does. You know, I was working at an art gallery one time in the Lower East Side, and he came in one time with his entourage.
Is he attractive?
No. He's also pretty much like just barely taller than I am, which I did not know.
I never thought he was attractive. Is that
when
your
he
type?
when he was Titanic age, he was very attractive to me. Like it was giving Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Who's that?
Oh my God, I hate being older than you.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas sounds like a porn star to me.
No. He was on Home Improvement with Tim Allen, who was also on a lot of cocaine.
Really?
Yeah, truly. Yeah. But he had the butt cut. Like he really, honestly, probably like the archetypal butt cut like of the 90s and like early 2000s.
Oh, what's a butt cut?
It's the middle part, but it goes up on each side.
Oh, and it goes like this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a book.
It looks like a book.
Like an open book.
Oh my God, yeah, it does.
Okay, I understand.
Wow.
And that's called the butt cut?
It's called the butt cut, yeah.
Okay.
So Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like, and Leo DiCaprio of Titanic age were like I didn't actually have a sexual gay awakening. My gay awakening was actually like Xena Warrior Princess and like a lot of strong women, because shout out women, I love y'all.
Yeah, they'd be doing crazy stuff, those girls.
I know. And like yeah, I mean Xena Warrior Princess, that honestly is like probably the main thing that made me be like, oh yeah, I'm something else.
I'm different.
I'm kind of like her, but in a different way.
I actually do want to know a little bit about your like who are your like young crushes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
That you were like, I want to have sex. You know, I have a few that I was like, I
honestly don't really remember. I just
or teenage years.
Yeah. You know, there weren't a lot of them. I would think I was really repressed as a kid because I like didn't have friends.
I mean, me too, but I still had those like.
Well, honestly, I think I've already said them. I think Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like that was one where I was like, ooh,
wow,
hubba,
yeah,
big cartoon Looney Tunes eyes at him. And then Twink Leo DiCaprio. Also, I like bawled my eyes out when I was like, I don't know, 9 years old. Titanic.
It's a great one.
It's a good one. It's an amazing one. I would watch it right now. But yeah, no, probably just those two. Nothing really comes to mind. But going back to twink death, I have been thinking a lot about this because, first of all, I famously am 5'4".
Famous.
Famous.
I love that.
Yeah, I like to say it as like a point of manifesting.
Do you identify as a twink?
Okay, so that's difficult for me because
Why?
okay, like part of being a twink is like being youthful, like being young.
You look very youthful and young, and you
well,
are. By the way, you're 34 years old. It's very
it's a ruse.
youthful.
Well, in gay years, I'm like 45.
What?
I
Why do the
know.
gays do that?
I don't know, man, but
Tell 'em to
I'm not on the board.
stop.
I'm not
Tell
on the
'em to
board. I don't
stop.
make the rules.
Do you want to run for board?
I would love to.
I'm not allowed.
because
I'm not gay.
I could do a lot of good for us because honestly, the people on the board of the white gay committee are transphobic.
Damn it!
I know.
Get them out of there. Tell them it's their time is up.
Their time is up. No, but so like there is a lot of discourse online about this, about
Okay.
like what is a twink over 30 called, and like
It's a twonk.
so twunk is like a muscular twink.
Oh fuck.
I know. Okay,
A twinko.
Do you want to know what my favorite one is?
Which one?
Twas.
What the fuck? What type of Shakespearean shit is this? What do you mean twas?
A twas. And
That's
look, that's very
crazy.
funny, but also like okay, like yes, you already said it. Like I'm 34. That's really not that old.
You're so young.
And like I look really good for my age. Thank you, ancestors. Like it's just because I honestly just wear like moisturizer and sunscreen. The skincare is not extensive.
As long as you do that, you're good.
I think so.
Retinol. Add retinol.
I have a light retinol.
Me too.
But it's for sensitive skin, so I get the feeling it's not very strong.
I start peeling.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Retinol and me don't.
I think I could put literally like
acid
on my skin and it would not peel. It's like made of stone.
Lucky you.
I don't guess.
That's a twas thing.
That's a twas for you.
I do want to also know like the categories. Can I tell you the ones I know?
Yes. Tell me the ones you know. I'll fill in the gaps.
I know twink.
Okay.
I know otter.
Yes.
I know bear.
That's what Sean is.
Bear.
Yeah.
Is that a one?
Yeah, this one.
And I also that's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Well, that's most of them. I mean, those are like the main ones.
I want one to be like chunky monkey, but I know that's not one.
Well, there's panda.
Close enough.
Which is like a smooth bear, or also it's been used for like Asian bears.
That's racist.
Well, I have only heard it from Asian people.
Oh, fair.
So yeah, so I'm just kind of maybe repeating. Hopefully,
am I allowed to say it?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it.
Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, and then let me know if I was just really mean. Yeah. So there's that. What else is there? Honestly, those are the big ones. I can't even really think of anything else.
Okay.
Like you hit all of them. And yeah, no, I do think that these terms are super limiting. It's really
Oh, of course.
It's really gross, honestly. And like
Yeah.
I think the only people who still using them in this day and age are like white gays who are problematic.
Tell me about it. Oh my god.
Yeah, the aging thing is weird because it's like I honestly feel in my heart and soul and my body that I am young. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
But I'm not. But I'm receiving feedback telling me different. Do you know what I
No.
mean? And well, from the internet and from other. It's almost as if I'm still
It's
accepting that same
posh.
treatment as I was accepting in
Yeah.
those like mini circuit parties.
Yeah. I feel like you're old. I don't know. For me, old is 60 plus. That to me is like you're old.
Yeah.
60 below, youthful, and there's degrees of youth.
Of course.
Right.
Yeah.
And then 60 plus is old, and there's degrees of old.
Yeah. And like
that's a good
all of it good too. Like I don't know. I kind of like I think that like first of all I'm never cutting my hair again. I think I'm gonna have like hair down to my ankles and be like a witch.
I'm in the same boat. And
Thank God.
sometimes I wake up and I hate this like mine's like right here.
Oh, is it?
It's like still not like my favorite hair is like covering thy breast.
Lady Godiva.
Literally.
Yes.
So I'm every morning I wake up and measure. I'm like, is it there? Is it there? It's still not quite nip length yet.
Yeah.
But it's because I have like voluptuous breasts. That's why. Not because my hair's taking forever to grow.
Well, it's also you have like I think very very thick dense hair. Like your hair.
No, my hair is like it's like on the thinner side, but I have a lot of it.
But that's what I mean. Like in terms of dense, I mean there's a lot of hairs on your head. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I mean I just think that's why it's growing slower because
It's
you have more
fine,
hairs to grow.
But I wake up and I'm like, maybe I should just like rock the like what I've initially had for the rest of my life.
No.
I agree.
Don't do that.
And I have an itch to like always change one little thing about my appearance every like 3 to 4 months.
Just do the brows.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do. I like my brows how they are now.
Your brows are nice. I'm just saying,
I'm
like, if you
thinking,
must.
I was thinking of baby bangs,
Oh, interesting.
like a little like Audrey Hepburn.
I don't see it.
My boyfriend said disgusting.
I don't see it. I'm so sorry.
Not that his opinion should matter.
No. I mean, like, yours ultimately, like, you're the 51%.
Yeah.
Comment, however, I have to say, I don't think it's for you. No, I don't think so. I think your hair's too wavy for a baby bang.
I've had bangs before, and
Yeah.
I hated it every time. So I don't know why now I'm like, I'm gonna love them this time.
Yeah. No, I've thought about a bang also because a curly bang is like a moment.
I love that.
But I also I am really inconvenienced by my hair on a daily basis. Like, I
Yes,
love my hair,
likewise.
but I literally have my clip in my
This is
bag
why, yeah,
because
it's
I'm
always
like,
clipped.
yeah,
It's
because
always
when
clipped.
the performance is over,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like when I
Babe,
get
gotta go to bed.
yeah, exactly.
I'm ready to take a snooze.
exactly.
No, I agree with you on the front of never cutting my hair ever again. I'm
No, I want to look like
ready.
a witch.
I want like long, beautiful, like white hair. I want to look like a Targaryen.
Absolutely.
And I don't think I'll have
Do you
white
have the
hair
grace?
though. I found one
Just
recently.
one.
They're gonna come in.
I love
like
I love
I know.
these ones on the
I
side
think
that
they're
I
really
have.
cute and sexy and
Yeah.
like fierce.
And like wise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like a wise old
I am.
sage.
The thing is, I did box dye my hair 4 months ago.
Oh, that's not so bad.
So I think there's like obviously more than
There's
one
more,
gray
yeah.
hair in there.
Yeah.
And I genuinely look forward to it.
Yeah.
But I do like I do weird shit with like dyeing it. So I think
Mm.
that's why I haven't found more.
Yes.
But they're definitely in there.
They're definitely there. Also,
Yeah.
can we make a pact? First of all, most important pact.
Yes.
Let's not cut our hair for a very, very long time. Please.
I need to get a trim soon.
Well, no, trim
Is
for
that
sure.
allowed?
No,
Okay.
when I straighten my hair, I realize my ends are dead.
Yeah.
So a trim, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like in terms of cut,
I feel
it's a
like
no.
in my soul that I'm a long-haired girl. Like,
Absolutely.
I feel very connected to having long hair. I feel like it's my personality. Not that like we didn't look good with short hair. And that's something that I'm like, I look at photos, I'm like, I looked good.
Yeah.
Like it does
I looked like a
fit.
little like a little satyr, like Mr.
Exactly.
Tumnus
Like
sort
it
of vibes.
looks it is a good look, but like did I feel like myself with short hair? No.
No.
I didn't feel myself.
Same. And you know, the last time I cut my hair, I was like in a sort of like emotional crisis of having been single for like multiple years.
Yep.
And I was like, oh God, that same thing that I was talking about earlier about not being perceived as masculine and not feeling sexy for that reason. And I cut my hair off because I was like, I'm sick of this. Like, I want to be attractive to other people.
Yeah.
Because I want a boyfriend, you know?
Yeah.
And it's funny because like then I meet Sean and we've been together now next month is 3 years. And I know, beautiful.
Yeah.
And he admitted like 6 months into dating that he had been following me on the socials for like a couple of years before we met. Yeah. And he admitted to me that he was like, when you cut your hair off, it was so sad for me.
Wow.
Isn't that so sweet? Yeah, because like he loved that and like we ended up in the same city, but I think he had started following me somehow before that and like saw me with my super long hair and that like liked that. And then when we finally got to the same city, of course I cut all my hair off because I'm in crisis and like a little drunk gay baby.
Yeah, you're like, I have to do something to change.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. It was very manic episode.
Yeah.
I was like, this sucks. I need to change one thing. Also, I wasn't taking care of my hair, so it was just like straw.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm just going to cut my hair off and it's going to be amazing. And I liked it for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it was week 3 that I was like,
it was very cute.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Yeah.
I hate myself.
And I have no choice but to just sit here until it changes.
And wait.
Yeah.
And like oil my hair and like rub my hair, being like, please God,
please
to grow.
Please bless
my
me.
hair. I thought it grew faster. It really doesn't. I think I'm on the like slower end of hair growth. Because it's so they say, that each month your hair grows half an inch. That's like the
something
average.
around there. Yeah.
I think mine's like a 1/4 inch.
Oh heavens.
Yeah, I was going like. Doing because I have a line of the last time when I box dyed my hair 4 months ago. And I was like, now I have the 4 months and whatever. Dude, like less than 2 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like maybe an inch and a half.
That's crazy.
Like, what the heck, dude?
Can I flex for a second?
Yeah.
This is all virgin hair. 100%.
Yeah, just call me a slut. That's
Never
fine.
died.
That's fine. Yeah.
Your hair's a slut. Your hair's loose.
I for a long time had virgin hair, as we all do. And then I entered the brothel. I entered the brothel with
At
henna.
least she was making money.
True, but I really wanted to be a redhead for some reason. I felt very inclined to be of the Isles. So I was like, I might be Irish. I'm not, even a little. But I was like, with the red, it'll look nice. And I was in college, and then that grew out, and I cut it, and then I was like, oh, but I'm a little blonde, and then I did like I bleached the shit out of pretty much every part of my body.
I've been super blonde as well.
Yeah, and that was crazy.
Yeah.
I like the blonde, but it's hard to keep up, and it ruins your hair.
Yep.
And then 4 months ago, I was like, I'm gonna go back to being brunette, and then I got the shittiest box dye, and then it was red again for some odd reason.
Damn.
Literally, I looked at my hair, and I looked at the box, and it was like chocolate brown.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is literally like firehouse red. What are we doing? I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh no.
It was red, and now it's like a little orangey, but I digress.
I just want to say this, and like I realize that like I am not an authority over dreadlocks. I know that. I want to say this.
Neither am I.
I want to say this one time. I still don't like white people with dreads. I still don't like it.
The thing is, like, listen, as someone who is not black,
yeah,
clearly, sorry, I have no authority on dreads.
Yeah,
but, like it looks, as a visual creature, it looks wrong.
It looks wrong.
I'm like, oh, that like maybe just do like a little French braid.
Yeah, you have little like tubes that are matted, whereas good dreads are like twisty and cylindrical.
Yeah,
and like nice. And like I love dreads,
they look amazing, and I wish I could look. But I don't. I don't need them.
But like
I don't need them. That's the thing.
Our hair doesn't have like the texture to do it, right? Like it always becomes like little spears at the end.
It looks like it hurts white people.
It looks like
it
feels
looks like
wrong.
it's like pulling their hair down.
Yeah, exactly. And so like look. Like live your life, okay?
Well,
live your life, do whatever you want. Like I'm not the authority on it. Comment however, I'm expressing my opinion. I don't like it. It doesn't seem right to me.
It's visually unappealing to me.
There's something about it that feels like consciously aggressive to me.
Well, can I say with dreads, obviously it being a protective hairstyle,
yeah,
right?
I don't know as far as I know.
I don't. Oh, I mean, the curlier your hair is, the harder it is to manage. I mean, that's just like it is what it is.
Oh, I see what you said. Yeah, yeah.
So when it comes to dreads, it's like, okay, it's an easier way to manage like very curly hair.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't really understand whether it be like it's a black hairstyle, it's a white hairstyle. I just don't understand with having like this hair texture, the necessity for it. So I understand that white people getting dreads is an aesthetic thing. They're doing it for like an aesthetic. They like the look of it.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, if
like
I'm playing devil's advocate here, like that makes sense. But do you understand that it is damaging your hair? It's not for your hair.
Yeah.
If I was looking to get a protective hairstyle for my texture of hair, I would look into like braiding.
Yeah.
Like that to me would make more sense, and the style of braiding at that, right? So I don't get it. I've never understood I don't want to say white textured hair because there's white people with curly, and then there's
it's super
black
mega
people
spectrumy,
but like you understand what
the
I'm
majority
saying.
of white people have like pretty soft
hair.
Yeah.
Manageable, like easier to manage.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say manageable, but it is weird. It feels like uncanny valley to me when I see a white person with dreads.
There's something uncanny valley about it. And also like it also feels like a little bit performative to me. Like you're trying to perform
I'm one of the cool
some sort of like hippie aesthetic, I guess. Because I mean and so just strictly speaking from like my personal experience, it's like the white people I've met who have dreads also have like crystals in their room, which like no judgment, like practice what you want to practice, but like what I'm saying about this is it feels specifically performative.
Yes.
Like if that is your spirituality, go on with your bad self. Like
I'm
if
here to.
if you like it, I love it. But if you're performing it and it feels forced, then that feels really weird to me. And like that actually says more about your character being disingenuous. And
I'm okay to be prejudiced against the whites. Like, fuck those people. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Fuck those people. Like, who the fuck are you? No, I'm getting pissed actually. I'm getting really like, who the fuck do you think you are that you can go and get your little fucking dreads?
I think actually you're saying what I'm thinking, and I'm just trying to be too nice and
I was
like
being nice, and then something clicked. I think that the spritzer.
spritzer.
I was like, the more that it's like we're trying to like be like, oh, but with the fuck you.
Well,
Actually,
I just like it's not that I want to be diplomatic. It's that I want to leave room to be wrong because I often
listen.
am.
I'm wrong a lot of the times. I don't think I'm wrong on this one.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. And like honestly, I do feel a little bit mad whenever I see a white person with dreads because I just feel like it's just you don't have to do that.
And I want to cut one of them
off. You know
off.
what? It takes a lot of effort to do that to yourself whenever you're white. Like it takes a lot of effort for you to do this thing that I just feel like is not just unnecessary but also a little insensitive.
But I will say one last thing about this.
Let's go.
They fucking look like idiots. So like at the end of the day,
it's night.
It's they're the ones looking like idiots. They're the ones like I don't get dread. If you're a white person, I implore you, get the fucking dread.
Yeah, don't associate with me though.
You're gonna be laughed at and ridiculed, and I can't fucking wait. I actually love that for you.
I'll be leading the pack.
Your crystals be like, if that's the way that white people want to like kumbaya with black culture, fucking get the fuck out of my face. You're dumb.
Yeah.
Like, actually, that's not how it works.
No, it's really not. Do you ever notice you go to Barton, yeah?
So yeah.
So do you ever notice the drum circle there?
All whites.
All whites. Oh,
no one asked you to do it.
Then. Yeah, no.
Put it away.
No, and it's the most heinous. First of all, like, so as a dancer, like, I took a lot of music classes because I went to a musical college. Like, I went to like one of the top jazz schools in the world.
Okay, jazz. Look at me, dude. Look at me doing jazz. That was jazz,
and that's jazz. So, have you been a part of the food fight that's happening on TikTok via like British food versus like
the
American food?
British food is disgusting. Is trash ass. Yeah. And American food is.
Well, American food doesn't exist. First of all, like
exactly,
it just doesn't.
I will say that. Yeah. Well, no. To answer your question, I just know that British food is trash.
Yeah. Well, okay. So also, I want to say this too, like. So I got involved with this conversation just in one video because I got so sick of the conversation. Because first of all, like there is no like monolithic ethnicity in either of our countries. Like that just doesn't.
England, come on. Well, England because of their like grubby hands all over the world.
I guess I just mean in like current times. Like so what we're thinking of as British food is like historically British, and has been like carried through the ages. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like right now, I feel like the current like state of the UK is like a lot more diverse.
Well, their national dish is fucking curry. Like, of course.
Yeah, no, literally.
But there is like a quintessential English food.
No, you're so right.
Which
about
is
that,
like gross.
Yeah.
And bland.
Yeah.
Beans on toast and peas and pottage pies. Pottage?
So weird. Pottage pie.
But like it's like
I do like a cottage pie. I will say that is like the one exception to the rule. I like a cottage pie.
I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm just saying like there is no like variety in English food. English food is like for me is like oatmeal.
There's also like it doesn't feel like there's like a lot of passion.
No, it's just like here's like sludge, dog.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's giving very much like we still have a monarch like in place. Like you know what I mean? Like that's what the food is giving.
They're exotic outside of like non-English foods, right? But it's literally sweet beans on toast,
which is weird to me because I'm like, why just beans? Like I'm not opposed to that dish. I'm not. Like
I am.
No, I think I feel like we have things that are like that in the US, like
Mexicans eat beans for breakfast all the time, but it's delicious actually.
Depression food is like what I'm thinking of, like food that people ate in the Depression.
But they're not in a depression.
No, I understand that. I just mean that like these things have sort of been carried forward for us in like small, like folksy sort of ways. But honestly, like the things that got left behind, and the things that carried forward got elevated.
Yeah, I just the English. I have a real bone to pick with the English.
Okay, so the reason I ask you is because I get so frustrated by what they try to flex on us. Like they're like, name a dish that I'm not doing English accent right now.
Name a dish.
Yeah, that is uniquely American and not inspired by.
Girl, we're like 3 years old. Hello.
Literally, we're like a
country
in its adolescence. Like that's why we're not acting right. Probably.
You guys were doing shit in like 1099 or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Like, give me a fucking minute. They're just behind in their quest to be relevant. And I think most of Europe, like, no offense, but is kind of going through like a identity crisis of like we're not like the imperial backbone of the world anymore, and it's kind of like everyone doesn't give a shit about Europe, which also is like a benefit to them, that it's like they can just like chill out and do their thing.
Just go the way of like the Netherlands, where you're just like cool,
just like chill. It's okay, eat your fucking beans on toast, but like don't come and attack me and say that like my shit's gross. Listen, if we're gonna do like if we're gonna fight about something that is cuisine.
Yeah.
The only European people that have like a semblance of good cuisine is like the Italian and French.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Your shit is boring.
Yeah. I do like some German things a whole lot. Schnitzel, great.
Sure, but it's like the potato, and then it's like the very like carb centric, which I think the Germans do. And the English, dude, you're Germanic.
Yeah.
I know you want to be like cute and beautiful. You are Germanic peoples.
Get it
so
together,
like, don't
Beowulf.
Please, exactly. So like your foods.
The smart people will get that joke.
There's only stupid people on listening to this,
including me.
And me too. Yeah, exactly. But it's like, I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Europeans. In general.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, particularly colonization, but
yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I think English would be like the last nationality I would want to be. I feel like they are.
You're so right about
they're
that. Actually,
so like. They have no. They don't have a personality. I hate to say it.
Well, okay. I keep
their personality came from the Welsh, came from Scotland, came from Ireland.
It came from the monarchy. Also,
who is England? Who are you?
The current culture really strikes in terms of like the posh people. It strikes me as like these people have really like memorized like to a biblical level the monarchy sort of like etiquette rules.
Yeah,
and then
boring.
And then made it into like, oh, this is British culture.
Bored.
Because, like,
I'm bored.
Because like this is how I would act if I was in fucking.
I'm literally bored.
Where does the Queen live?
Oh, Buckingham
Palace. Yeah, I thought you said Hobokenham. I was like in Hoboken.
That goes not Hoboken. I'm just saying, like, for me, the UK, the only thing that makes it interesting is like non-English people. That to me, I'm like, I'd love to go to Belfast. I've go to Scotland. I'd love to go to Wales. Like, I don't give a shit about England.
The Scottish accent is, I think, my favorite.
You know my favorite thing, and I don't know if this is Glasgow or if this is Edinburgh. But my favorite word that they say is murder.
Murder.
I love that.
Murder. Yeah.
Murder. I'm like, that's like not English, and I love that for you.
Oh,
You've
love
taken
it.
the nasty English language and made it like cute.
Well, you know, I actually love the Scouse
Scouse
accent.
You know who I've been like hyper fixated on? The Scouse guy, the like boxing guy. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Paddy something.
He comes up on my TikTok all the time, and his accent. I love
Is there something Scottish about Scouse people?
I think it's like
nothing.
Northern England.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know.
I
literally know nothing.
Please, I think it is.
Fact check us.
It's like Liverpool. But also like.
Wait, what is it? Liverpool.
Liverpool. I don't know, the Beatles.
Never mind. I didn't do that.
But I think Scouse is like a
derivative
of Liverpool.
Oh, okay.
Specifically.
I just like how they do the Yeah, like the R. Yeah.
I'm for Scouse.
Yeah. I'm a Scouser.
Scouse.
I'm a Scouser.
It's very like it tickles the ear in such a beautiful way.
There's something poetic about it. Something kind of old world about it. I love that.
It feels down to earth and like organic.
Yes. Well, also I think that I'm biased because like I dated a guy in college who was British, and then by dated I mean went on 2 dates. No, maybe just one.
I've dated plenty of English.
Whore.
Please.
The entire time we were on our date, he was just talking about how uneducated Americans are, and I'm like,
get out.
I'm like 19 pursuing my first degree.
You're like, hi, I'm in school. I'm learning. Give me a break.
Literally, I'm like, this is not sexy. Like, I am not gonna S your D. I'm not going to like.
I'm not gonna S your D.
Yeah,
I love that.
Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like you have just like talked yourself out of like getting your dick wet.
It's just like negging to me does not work.
Oh, it doesn't. No, I'm a pretty princess. I have princess tattooed on my bicep.
You do, and you are a princess.
I am.
But I will say, like,
demand to be treated.
I'm not stupid. I know my shit.
Yeah.
If all you want to do to me is neg me and like say like talk down to me, it's like one of my biggest pet peeves.
Oh, I'm like dry as a bone down there.
Not even just dry as a bone. I'm like, I actually like will close the door in your face and be like, I'm not like. It pisses me off.
Yeah. It's a bye-bye.
It's a huge bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. I have a really big issue with, I think a lot of people use negging and use like very negative teasing as a way of like letting their partner know that they like love them, which is like kind of like weird for me to say, but instead of being like, it's a lack of desire to be vulnerable.
I was about to say the same thing.
It's like instead of being like, oh my, like what you did was awesome.
And
I can't believe you did. Yeah, and it's like, oh, I could have done better. Or I could have. It's like, dude, what? Just like you can say nice things and it's okay.
It's a thing of like your partner's eating and you're like, oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you seem really into that food.
Why
like,
are you doing that?
That's weird to say. Like, just be like, oh, are you enjoying that? Or like when I cook for Sean, I'm like, do you like it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, do you like it? Like, not like, oh, wow, it looks like you really like that.
Yeah.
Fatty fat girl.
Fatso. It's the English way.
I guess.
I think every Brit, I know, right? Every Brit that I've ever crossed paths with has made me feel like shit and lied to me. There was one that like
lied to you.
Oh yeah, there was one that had like a whole ass girlfriend. Like I was the other woman, and I was like, me? Do I look like the other woman to you?
Do I look?
I am the woman, number one. But like,
this is the second episode you said that.
I'm the woman.
I'm the woman.
It's just like it doesn't make any sense to me, and I remember him mentioning it to me like really casually, and I was like, oh wait, but like, what the fuck? Hey, but huh? And yeah, he was like, oh sorry, it was like it was a tad of a miscommunication. I was like, no, my friend, that's lying. It's not miscommunication. That's a bloody lie.
No, that's missed communication. You lied by omission.
Yeah, so that was like months of dating this guy.
Why lie?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I don't know.
I know that we talked about in last episode that we like love lying. I only lie in inconsequential
ways. White lies are the best.
Inconsequential, like to the barista.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not to anyone who really cares.
I'm a poet.
Yeah. I'm Princess of Genovia.
Exactly.
Thank you for my cappuccino.
That one they might clock.
It doesn't matter.
But if I'm like, oh, what are you doing today? I'm like, oh, I'm writing a novella.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Am I? Absolutely not.
I'm posting like my whole on OnlyFans. That's what I'm doing. Like
yeah, subscribe.
Yeah.
So
we covered a lot of bases.
We did.
We covered actually maybe all of the bases that have ever existed.
Base 1, base 2, and base 3.
Yeah, through 199.
We had complete sex in this episode. I love that for us. Ew, why?
I don't want to have sex with you.
No, I don't, but we had spiritual sex.
You're so right, actually.
Sex
but
is
you're the
different.
man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're spiritually a man.
I'm not spiritually a man.
I'm not going to be spiritually a man. I already have to do it like in real life.
Okay, well, I'm literally not going to do that, so.
Okay, so then we don't have sex.
Hello, why does in the spiritual realm we have to be heterosexual? Anti-gay.
I'm not.
We can both be girls. Lesbians exist.
I'm famously homophobic. Like, everyone knows this about me.
And that's fine.
I'm just kidding.
I think in the realm of essence, we can be lesbians.
You're right. I actually do identify more as a vapor than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vape.
Yeah. My pronouns are.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of sexy.
I know, right?
Let's wrap up the episode.
Let's wrap it up.
We have so much more to talk about, but we're going to talk about it next time.
I wear my medical socks for the visual audience.
Why? You have them also on upside down, no?
I don't know which way they go.
Oh, no, you have them right.
I just rubbed off the base of them because I wear them so often.
Okay, let's get you some new ones.
It's
Amazon.com might have them.
Amazon.com. It's so that I remind myself to like keep myself in check so that I don't go crazy.
Sure, let's get some new ones to keep that from happening.
You're right. Until next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye, love you.
Bye, see you later.
I love you.
Alligator.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.